All right, guys, this is the first update that we've done in a little while. We're down here at the Sugarhouse, and haven't done any videos in a while because it's just kind of been a little hit and miss. Hasn't been really working on the project on a consistent basis, things like that. Weather, we got some rain, then we got some snow, then we got freezing cold, like below zero a couple days. But the project has progressed quite nicely, and we're going to take a look at that, show you what's going on. This will be my Merry Christmas and Happy New Year video. We will have more videos coming once we get things rolling. It just kind of a little slow progress. I didn't think people wanted to see me, digging with the backhoe and and then when I was setting the posts and stuff like that, it's kind of hard to set the camera up somewhere to do that, and so I just never did that. So I set the post with I had a little bit of help to set a couple posts, but I actually used the skid steer to set some of them, and then talked to an Amish friend of mine, friend of the family's I should say, about having him come down and help. I actually talked to him about the trusses and having him put the trusses on. So they came down. Things didn't quite go as planned. They didn't get the trusses all up the first day. I think they got 6 out of 10 up. So then they had to come back and do the trusses and the roof. Things didn't go quite as planned that day either. They got everything but one piece of roofing on, and it started to rain. So they came back yesterday, just the 2 Amish guys, and they got the last piece of roof on and the ridge cap, and they did a bunch of bracing, and they started getting ready to put siding on. Again, didn't get quite as much done as they planned, but got pretty good progress. So we'll turn the camera around and we'll give you a good look at what we got going on. So we still have, quite a bit of stuff to pick up and move and things like that. We've got like 6 inches of snow a week or so ago, and just kind of covered everything up that we didn't have picked up. And now the snow's melting, and like, oh, hey, there's a block of wood there. There's a piece of chain there, or something like that. But here, we'll give you a good look at it. All right, so there is the addition. So it is 36 by 36. And it is, I think it's about 15 feet or 15 feet 1 from where the ground level is going to be to the headers up there. Just a pretty good sized building, nice looking building. The Amish guy's a little worried about the bracing, so they did a little extra bracing here and there because the holes aren't backfilled. So when the project started, I really didn't want to dig the holes with a backhoe because you end up with a bigger hole than you need, and it's harder to backfill. But I knew that we could not dig down here with the auger, at least not my auger. We're pretty much down to, I don't know if it's bedrock or not, but it's a lot of rocks. So I didn't really want to do that either. And then it got so cold, we couldn't get the posts. We had to get, you can't backfill the way that we did it. You couldn't backfill till the posts were where you needed them to be. They had to be, so far away from each other, 2 different ways, and square it up and all that. That was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, just get them square, but we got them. So now we got a backfill, and hopefully it's going to, and then it got so cold you couldn't do anything. And of course, where the building is, it rained, there was ice, the holes all filled up with water and froze. We pumped out the holes, I don't know how many times, just so you could see the blocks on the bottom, the concrete block where the post is going to sit. Yesterday, we actually pumped out all the holes and got all the water out, all the ice out, and now they're filling up a little bit with groundwater, but at least it's not raining in them. We knew there's groundwater down here. That's just where it is. So this is what we have. Haven't really decided. I think this side's probably going to be a couple doors right here. one door where the tractor is, one door to the right of that, then the other spot, I'm hoping to get that shed pulled right over into that spot, and we're going to cut the roof and make it so the shed blends right in with the siding. So it's just going to end up looking like a room within a building, kind of. That's at least the plan anyway. The other thing that's so high is because you got the upper level where the head tank sits up there. We do have the other tank to put up there. We got to try to figure out how we're going to do that. That wall up there is just, it's not really standing very well. We're going to get, that's coming down. That'll give us room. I'm not sure whether the head tank's going to go up this year or not. I don't know. It'll be a little bit of a challenge to get it up there. If we put it up here from the side, we have to go in this way, and then we're going to move these two tanks to get it in there. If we go in from the end, might be a little bit of jockeying around, but we might be able to do it. But the ground around behind the sugar house is not very level, and that might not work out how we want it to. But we're going to do barn board and batten where it meets the sugar house. That's all going to be barn board and batten with a clear piece of roofing up there to give one window. For now, I'm not sure. We might do some sort of actual windows. You know, the holes are all 2x4, so we might do like some 2x, maybe like 2x3 or 18 by 36 windows in a few of those spots just to get more light in. Obviously, had to put some kind of lighting up in the rafters so you can actually see when you're in here. One of my things is I really don't know how, I don't really know how much siding I want, because it's like, well, you side the whole thing and it's going to be dark. You're not going to, then you're going to have light. But if you don't side it, you're going to have snow and whatnot. But for now, we're going to side the ends, and I think we're going to plan on putting the doors. So we're going to side the ends. And over here, we're going to plan on putting, I think, 10-foot doors. I've been going back and forth over that. 10-foot door, 12-foot door. I think we're going to do 10-foot doors right here, these two. That way, if we get another tank, we're not limited on, it's going to be a little tricky to get it in there, obviously, through a 12-foot opening, but I think we can do it. Of course, the shed being moved is going to be a huge thing. You can almost put a tank in here diagonal from the tractor back towards the shed and then turn it and slide it in. But I think once we get to 3 tanks, we'll probably be done. I just want to get one more, and if we're going to do it this year or next year, I really want to get one more tank because I want to get rid of the plastic tanks, which we're going to use for permeate. But this will be the first year we're actually going to store be able to store about 3,000 gallons of permeate. So that's going to be, as far as washing the RO and everything, that's going to be pretty huge too. So then once we get the backfilling done, we're going to move the shed and start filling things in. Right now with this building, we got to do is finish the siding. If we can get the backfilling done, then we're probably going to abandon this project for a little while and go to the woods. But real happy with it. This is kind of, I've been really thinking about lately. It's like, boy, it's an awful nice building just to be covering up sap tanks. But the goal is to get, where everything's under one, well, basically under, 2 roofs, but they're connected. So right here, you're going to come out this door. And then turn, and there's going to be a set of stairs right here. And this post course is going to get filled in. We're going to build a wall here. I think we're going to build a wall here where all these pieces are. Build a wall out of logs right here. We'll fill this all in, and there'll be a set of steps. And you go up the steps, and you're up there. Seriously considering about putting a door in the back of the sugar house, which would bring you out pretty much right between these 2 big tanks. The tanks are supposed to get moved forward if we can get the gravel to do that. Right now, as it sits, it's not ideal, but I could make it work. You know what I mean? It's not ideal, but we could make it work. We want to make it. We want to try to finish it. I don't know. A lot of it depends on this backfill and whether we can backfill. If we can backfill, I think we can probably level it up enough to get by for this year, and then we'll worry about the rest next year. You know, right after the season, we'll probably hop on it, and eventually we'd like to pour concrete for the tanks to sit on, at least, probably the whole thing though. So then that would require, you know, moving the tanks, I don't know if we would move the shed or not, but I'm hoping to just get the shed kind of right now, get the backfilling done, get the shed over where where we want it, and level it, and just be done with the shed. We'll probably level it and then put some extra trim around the bottom of it, and might even just take gravel and fill in around it to keep it insulated. But that's what we got. That's our update. And there'll be, like I said, there'll be some more videos coming pretty soon. Probably take the camera out and do some woods work. Well, the woods is just, from what you can see from the driveway and the Sugarhouse Road and stuff, the woods is just horrendous with tree limbs and trees and stuff down. So that's why I really want to get the backfilling done, get the shed moved. I want to get the shed moved so we can get the lines hooked back up to the releaser, and then go to the woods and start working on lines, because it's only about a month away. We should be tapped and ready to rock and roll, whether we're ready or not. I don't know. There's going to be a lot to do between now and then. It's almost like the first season. The first season we made syrup was right down to the wire, getting ready. Anyway, that's what we have for today. I'll go back up, give you a little bit of view of this again. Of course, the camera screen turned off, so I'm not sure how much you can see here. There we go. So that's what we got. We'll walk down here a little bit. So it's pretty tall. I said yesterday, told the Amish guys, boy, it looks like a barn now. So real happy with it. Hope you enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more from Triple D Farms, Triple D Maple, and Triple D Cabins. Thanks for watching.